Yo, what is up guys, Crazy Games here. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. This review is not based on me fully completing the mod, as I have found it a frustrating experience, which is unfortunate. Now, I am not going to rag on it, say it's terrible, or say it doesn't deserve your time. I think people will find enjoyment out of this, and in fact, I know they will because they currently are. However, I could not. This mod is like a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 mods. They feel like they don't understand why Kingdom Hearts 2 is like it is. Kingdom Hearts 2 is not a character action game. Kingdom Hearts 2 has restrictions in place because they're supposed to be, and these mods want to remove them for freedom of expression, which is fine if that's what you want Kingdom Hearts 2 to be, but I don't agree. Sometimes the mod builds around these changes, like this one. However, I don't think it did it very successfully. Kingdom Hearts 2 Free Flow has an enemy design problem on challenge mode and on regular mode. I hope you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy this review. And if you could, like the video and subscribe to the channel, as I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And we're on a pretty good way up there. People have been watching a lot more videos recently, so hope you guys enjoy this one and stick around for more. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the things that I liked first, since I don't want to come off as a hater. There are some neat things in this, and I want to point them out. The new outfits and custom art are really cool additions and give the mod its own little flair to make it feel like a new Kingdom Hearts 2. This mod was made out of fun and love for Kingdom Hearts 2, so it having its own little things are nice. Alongside that is the change of effects that happen when you change your outfit. Really cool addition, really nice that he has new costumes and they all add their own little flair to things. Shows how much effort was really put into this mod. The amount of movement options are cool, not my personal cup of tea, but I know people love that kind of stuff, and I've seen it from the videos I've watched of this game, and people just love that type of thing, so it's really cool to have that in there, and I'm glad that he put it in there for everybody who loves that type of thing. Now on to what I found disappointing. When you're not on challenge mode, the game is too easy because it removes stuff like limit on drives, the commitment to attacking, you have the ability to cancel attack animations, air magic feels too strong, and the RNG nature of anti-form is gone, as I haven't had it show up once since I've used any of my forms. So, I decided to turn it on, and turns out the game is still easy until the Port Royale boss. Every boss has a new moveset, but it doesn't matter if the guy's moveset is nothing at all, and I can just fly over him with Valor form or stay in the air when using it. Kingdom Hearts 2 wasn't made for this, and the amount of time on drive forms is too crazy. It shouldn't last this long, because they're a reward for playing well as base Sora, collecting drive points, and using them to use your drive meter again. The new way to execute modifiers is also too free, as they are just button presses now, and can be used anytime you want in a combo. It makes stuff feel like a cakewalk more than it already was, because those modifiers do a lot of damage, and being able to execute them whenever you want without the ability negative combo feels crazy to me. I was just blasting through everything, throughout the entire game, up until Port Royale, specifically when I got to Barbossa. The boss is hard in a way that doesn't make any sense. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Port Royale has it structured like this. The enemies there make it so that when they're in the light, they can be hit, but while in the darkness, they are immune to all attacks. In this mod, this changes. So when you attack, there's no restrictions on dealing damage, but you can only kill in the light. That makes the Barbossa fight impossible to tell what's going on. He has new revenge values, his triangle doesn't show up consistently, Jack's limit is turned off for some reason, unless you turn on the menus for auto limit, but even then you can only use it once, and I don't think that's how it was in the original game. Barbossa now also spawns in Heartless, making it even more chaotic and hard to get a grasp on anything that's going on in the boss fight. There's also a new addition where they make it so that he understands what combos you're doing and you have to change it up, but there's no indication on what that really means. It wants you to spam drives and limits to get out of combos and regain HP, but I can't access my limit because Goofy's gone, and switching to drives is just not fun. The whole fight feels like a mess, and also feels fundamentally against what Kingdom Hearts 2 systems are, and it clashes against each other. At the core, KH2 FF7 is still Kingdom Hearts 2, so just because you change things doesn't mean that it will always work well. It's not fun, and leveling up doesn't really help, which is bizarre considering it's an RPG, but I digress. I know people will say, just learn the boss and get better. I did. I tried, I promise you. I gave this boss 3 hours I tried to figure it out, and I can't understand what it wants from me. It doesn't feel like a real challenge. It doesn't feel like the proper hard mode of Kingdom Hearts, where there's a clear middle ground that the games take. And you can argue that it's bad in some games like Dream Drop Distance, which I will agree, Dream Drop Distance critical mode is not very good, but I think the other games get this down that I don't think this mod gets down, especially in the case of Kingdom Hearts 2. I just can't vibe with it, and I wish I could, because I want to do a full playthrough and do a full review. I'm either bored to tears or now just frustrated. I'm sorry, ZadGX, this isn't to say anything bad about you or your mod, but it's just not something I vibe with. Now, people want to see how good I play because I'm complaining about it. So here's a compilation of my gameplay. Now, it might not look like I'm doing the best when I play this because I'm getting hit or whatever, and I'm not perfect, but I just don't feel anything when I hit the enemies in this version. It just gives me nothing. I feel nothing from this. Now, I wanted to end this video on something positive. So, if you are enjoying the mod, let me know in the comments below. Maybe give me some pointers and I'll try again and come back to the mod and give it another look. Maybe this time get all the way through. I saw some interesting things in videos, like how mixed up some of the organization boss fights are, and I'm really curious how this will play. So, I do want to get there one day, but right now is just not the time, I think. But maybe I'll get back to it sooner than later. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace from Virtuoso Games, everybody.